Jon Gruden.
The fallout continuing tonight following the resignation of Las Vegas Raiders coach Jon Gruden. Resigning last night after years of emails laced with racist, misogynistic, and homophobic comments came to light. After this Wall Street Journal reported in 2011 email where Gruden said that, this about NFL Players Association executive DeMarcus Smith, and I'm going to quote here, it goes, dumb borses Smith has lips the size of Michelin tires. And the Times report that he called the commissioner, Roger Goodell, and a clueless anti-football. That was in 2012. And he called then VP, now president, a nervous, clueless. He also criticized President Barack Obama.
Also calling the league's first openly gay player, Michael Sam, a queer, disparaging players who protested during the national anthem, panning the hiring of female referees, and mocking league efforts to reduce concussions. According to the Times, Gruden also exchanged emailed photos with other men showing women wearing only bikini bottoms, including NFL cheerleaders.
Became unemployed when this news broke.
NFL coach and former Monday Night Football analyst Jon Gruden announcing his exit as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
And then he took action.
And Jon Gruden is suing the NFL and Commissioner Roger Goodell. The former Las Vegas Raiders coach accuses the league of trying to destroy his career by releasing private emails.
Now, we have not seen Jon Gruden in a very long time. We've seen him on the sidelines of NFL games, some college football games, but we haven't seen him give any interviews. Until now. When he went on Dan Patrick's show. I want to play the full exchange because there's a lot, and then we'll discuss.
Where does your lawsuit stand with the NFL?
Well, I don't know, and I'm not here to talk about my lawsuit. That's in other people's hands right now. I'm just trying to spread my love for football, Dan. And
yeah, but I want to know if you're going to get back into the game. I mean, this could help significantly, I would think, if you want to get back into college or you want to get back to the NFL. So you don't have to answer it. I have to ask the question. So if you choose not to answer, that's you. But I'm just trying to figure out where things stand and a timeline maybe for coaching again.
Well, it's in due process. It's not in my hands. So I can sit here and answer any questions. I don't have anything to answer. I don't know where it is. It's in the court's hands. So I'm here to just study football and tell you what I see. That's the best I can do right now.
Who do you think leaked that information?
I'm not going to get into all that. I really don't even want to talk about it. I have a great opportunity to do some of the things I want to do right now, and that's what I'm going to do.
Going one by one here. Gruden went on Patrick's show to discuss his new YouTube show, which, by the way, objectively speaking, is very good. I'm not going to lie to you. It is very, very good. He, like many other YouTube creators, do not have the access to NFL game footage. It would also be insane for him to do so because of the lawsuit, which I'm going to get back into and give more details to in a moment. So he breaks down different matchups each and every week. He's already at 150,000 subscribers. The YouTube channel is really good. I'm not going to lie. It's awesome. So he was asked a litany of questions here by Patrick, who had a duty to ask these questions, including if he would be open to coaching again. He came off as warm to the idea because who wouldn't? If you are a lifer in one sport and you have won a Super Bowl, you have made it to the playoffs, you were paid millions of dollars, you appreciate camaraderie, togetherness, unity as a football team, then you could see why he would want to do that again. There have been rumors swirling as well with major programs having terrible seasons, like Gainesville, the University of Florida, though Terrence Briggs does not like the thought of it one bit. For what it's worth, Gruden has not coached in college since the year 1991. It is a feather in his cap on how he has had longevity in the National Football League through success. But also that college is a completely different game. Would he be able to do it? Very different styles, but Lovie Smith went back. University of Illinois did not do well. Matt Rule, younger, did go back. He now has mini Patrick Mahomes at Nebraska. So we don't really know. In 1991, Jon Gruden was coaching the wide receivers at the University of Pittsburgh. The lawsuit, meanwhile, stems from, per the Four Letter Network, November 2021. And it alleges the league forced him to resign from the Raiders when a leak of racist, sexist, and homophobic emails he sent years earlier when he was at ESPN. Goodell, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, is a named defendant in the case. Let's also remember, okay, Gruden's emails were just a few that were leaked. In total, there were almost 750,000 emails, and only Gruden's got leaked. Obviously, everyone knows where I stand on this stuff. I am not condoning what Jon Gruden said. I'm going to defend him in one small part. Out of 650,000 emails, they leaked the Gruden stuff. I don't know how exactly, in what direction it's a tell, but on its face, it's a tell. And we know it's a tell because this was the investigation when they were looking into the workplace mistreatment with Dan Snyder and the Washington Commanders. It should be the Washington football team. The Washington football team. Beth Wilkinson was named as the lead investigator, has her own law firm. And I remember when all of this came about, which was a crock, that she was told that she could not take notes and put in letterhead, a presentation, what have you, of what she found, and she had to verbally give it to Roger Goodell. No one could record the meeting as well, to my understanding, via the media reports at the time. So you're already thinking, well, that's messed up. Wouldn't the National Football League want to get down to the bottom of what happened, publish these findings, hold people accountable, make a terrible owner a la a Donald Sterling, like Adam Silver did, like the NBA did, sell the team? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to do that? The answer to that is no. They would not. And there were many skeptics online at the time who said, this is like a play action. It's a misdirection. They're trying to do the shiny red ball over there with the Gruden's emails. We still don't know what are in those other emails. So on that front and that front alone, I do defend Jon Gruden. What he said was awful. Awful. But we also know from the Adam Schefter exchanges with Bruce Allen when he was president of the Washington football team and others, there's a lot here that we don't know. And Roger Goodell, who is paid millions of dollars, as Michael Bennett once said, he's the highest paid NFL player. He has one job and two jobs. His first job is to make the league ungodly amounts of money. He has accomplished that. The second is to make sure nothing comes out that could hurt the National Football League. To be very clear, to give another example, I know I'm long-winded here, but follow me. When they had the concussion lawsuit and they settled, one thing that had to be in the settlement, which I found to be very interesting, was that they had to deny the link between head injuries and playing the game of football. We all know it. We all see it. But to Goodell, it's important. To the owners, it's even more important. They do not want their product being diminished. And Roger Goodell did his best here, in my opinion, to once again prove his worth. You got to be the best PR person for these billionaire owners, the top 1% in society. So go do it. And he did. He kept all this under wraps. We still don't know what are in those emails. Probably because they're damning. Very damning. More recently, from Front Office Sports, they published this piece of news in January of 2024 in a hearing in front of a 3-judge panel of the Nevada Supreme Court that spanned about a half hour. Outside league attorney Cannon, that's a good one, Shamugam. What a name. It's like a piece of gum. Shamugam argued that Gruden's legal arguments lack merit and that the civil case should be compelled to the league arbitration process overseen by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Now that is a hell of a system, isn't it? Gruden's lawyer, Adam Hosmer-Henner, countered that Gruden's 10-year, $100 million contract lacked, quote, a valid and enforceable language that prevented Gruden's lawsuit from moving forward, wrote AJ Perez once more, who's a fantastic journalist. To this point, the league had lost both its bids to either get Gruden's lawsuit dismissed or move into the league's arbitration system, which, unlike the courts, is shrouded in secrecy and forbids parties from discussing the proceedings. District Court Judge Nancy Alf denied the NFL's arbitration motion on October 17, 2022. The NFL signaled it would appeal a day later, and the case has stagnated before Wednesday's hearing. So, in closing, Jon Gruden will get another opportunity because there will be a college that is desperate enough to hire him. I still want to see what are in those other emails. I have my own reservations about Jon Gruden being like a changed person from this because I don't believe he is. I believe that it's in the culture, and the outliers are the outliers, a la a Colin Kaepernick or even others at the executive level. But will he get a Florida job, a Florida State job? I don't think so. I think it's going to be more so, if it came calling, let's say like a South Florida, Cincinnati type of job. Just my opinion.